Dear students, now we will understand how petty cash book is prepared. First of all, what we have to do, try to prepare this petty cash book horizontally in your registers or in your notebooks because it may require number of columns depending upon the type of the items which are included here. So, understand how it will be prepared. The format will be like that. Amount received here on the left side, first column there will be. Then cash book folio means page number. You may skip this column. Then there is a column for date. Then another column is voucher number, that the number of voucher from which the entry has been taken. Then the particulars, another column. Total amount relating to the expenses which is being done. Then these columns are there depending upon the type of the expenses like conveyance, printing and stationery, postage, wages, cartage. Then maybe one or two more columns is there. And also prepare one column of miscellaneous expenses or the sundry expenses. Means all the expenses which does not find place in any of these heads may be recorded in this head. So you may have one column by the name of miscellaneous expenses or of the sundry expenses. Now here at title you will write the petty cash book of, if the name of the party is given for the week or for the month ended this and this. Now how this will be prepared, let's understand with the help of this question. Received rupees 10,000 for petty cash. This is the impressed. This is the advance which is received by the petty cashier. So this will be written here as cash is received on April 1st, 10,000 is written, that the amount which is received. Then all the expenses which is to be made, they should be written on this right side in the respective column relating to that. Like paid cartage 800, we will write here cartage. 800 here we had paid in the cartage. Also we will write in the total amount column that it is 800. Then paid bus fare 400, speed post 200. Bus fare we had paid as a part of conveyance, we had written 400 here. So we will write here bus fare 400 here, 400 here. Then speed post pays rupees 200. It is a part of the postage, we had written 200 here. Also 200 here in the total amount column. Paid for stationery 700. We had a separate column for printing and stationery 700 to be written here. 700 to be written in the total amount column. Then we have the paid for courier services. These are also basically the part of printing postage. So we will write here that paid for courier services rupees 300 here, and 300 also written in the total amount column. Then paid for taxi fare 800. This is conveyance. Wages rupees 300. So conveyance is to be written separate. Wages is to be written separate because those are the independent items. So 800 written here in the conveyance column. Same 800 in the total amount column. Then wages 300. We had written in the wages column 300. Also in the total amount column 300. Then paid for wages 400. Charity 500. For wages 400 we had written here. We had also simultaneously written 400 here. Then for charity rupees 500. We does not have the independent column for charity. You may have. It is not a condition that you may not have the. But charity is to be regarded as the miscellaneous item sundry expenses we had written here. In the column of the miscellaneous expenses 500. So 500 also be written in the total amount column as part of the charity expenses, charity account. Then paid for newspaper bill rupees 600 to be treated as the miscellaneous expenses 600. Also here in the total amount column 600. Then paid for soap 320. Again 320 may be treated as the miscellaneous expenses because soap may not have any independent expenses account. So you write here soap 320 in the total amount column and 320 in the miscellaneous expenses account. Then speed post charges rupees 300. We had paid speed post charges. We had already column of postage. We will write over here in the speed postage column 300. In the total amount column 300. Paid for postage again 780. In the postage column 780. In the total amount column 780. Paid for repair of chairs. These may be treated as the miscellaneous 500 in the miscellaneous expenses. 500 here in the total amount column. Paid for refreshment to customers 900. 900 here in the total column, 900 here in the miscellaneous expenses column. So this way we had recorded all the expenses under the different heads. Afterwards, what we have to do, we have to make the total of the total expenditure. You would found it that it is 7800, and simultaneously if you work out horizontally, you would also have the 7800, because on both the columns there would have the total same items being written. So horizontally and vertically, the total expenditure is 7800. So advance received by the petty cashier was of rupees 10,000. Automatically 2200 he would have the balance of cash in hand here. That makes total 10,000 by which he had started. Now at the start of the next period, he should also be given 7800, the amount equivalent to the expenditure, so that at the beginning of the next period, he would also have the same amount of 10,000 by which he had started in the previous period. So dear students, you understand that this way petty cash book is to be prepared and the items to be recorded. Petty cash book is the book which is used for the purpose of recording expenses involving petty amount. Petty means small amount. Beside petty expenses, receipts from the main cash are also recorded as we had written here at the beginning, and then here 7800 which is received as a cash again for the next period. Petty cash book is prepared by the petty cashier and act as the petty cash account. It is maintained as in a business besides large payments, number of small payments. For making the small payments, petty cash book is used, such as for conveyance, stationery, cartage, postage, miscellaneous expenses have to be made. If all these payments are recorded in the cash book, it will become unnecessarily large. Also, the main cashier will be overburdened with work. अगर हमने ये सारी petty expenses भी main cash book में लिखनी शुरू कर दी, एक तो main cash book काफी heavy हो जाएगी, and also the burden of the petty cashier, also the burden of the main cashier also increase. तो हम क्या करते हैं कि उसको separate कर देते हैं so that the work will be done accordingly and comfortably with accuracy. So dear students, we had learned what a petty cash book is, what the impress system of petty cash is, and simultaneously we had also learned how we can prepare the petty cash book with the help of the various columns which we had drawn over here. So I hope you had understood it, and I request you that you also practice one or two questions. First illustration you will practice, and then you will practice from the exercise. So with this we had completed our this lesson. We will start our next lesson, that is also very important, that is the subsidiary books or the special purpose books as part of subsidiary books. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.